Let's hear from people in the audience. It's a novel concept, I know, but let's hear from people in the audience. We do this via Discord. You can find the Discord at davidpakman.com/Discord, conveniently enough. Let's start today with Tom from New Jersey. Tom, you are on the air. What's on your mind?
Hey David, can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, this is my first time calling. I've been listening to you since 2016. So,
Thank you.
yeah. I just started a new semester, which is my first time in person in a classroom in 2 years.
Yep.
Yesterday I had a professor tell us about for an hour why she was vaccine hesitant, and she was talking about how the CDC said people who had COVID shouldn't get the vaccine. My question is, like, what should we do about like people who are professionals
Yep.
who are telling like students and such they shouldn't get the vaccine?
Beautiful. So, first of all, what she is saying is untrue. The CDC has not told people who have been sick with COVID not to get the vaccine. I do believe there at one point was a requirement that you wait some number of days after recovering before getting the vaccine. But I am not aware of anything about if you've had COVID, don't get vaccinated. That's number one. Number two, what type of class is this? What's the subject matter of the class?
You'll never believe, but it's a health psychology class.
Okay. So it is not a class on epidemiology, and it doesn't seem like the woman or virology. It doesn't seem that the professor's views on vaccination are relevant. So what I would do is I would go to the department chair. I would go to the provost. I would let everybody know. Director of, is this an undergraduate class?
Yeah.
Director of undergraduate studies, whatever. I would let everybody know. I am filing a complaint because the teacher in a health psychology class spent an hour ranting about her vaccine hesitancy, including spreading, incorrect statements contradictory to the CDC. I would just report it and let the university handle it.
All right. Thanks, Pac-Man. I was incredibly frustrated yesterday listening to that.
It's horrible. It's absolutely crazy. And listen, it's probably happening at a lot of different places is the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you'll do it? You'll report it?
Yeah, I'm planning to.
Okay, good. Please follow. Let us know what happens. Okay.
All right. Thank you. I'll call back.
Thank you. Tom from New Jersey. Yeah, let's get that going. We've got to deal with that. That just can't be allowed. It's a real problem. All right, let's go next to Miguel from El Paso, Texas. Miguel, you're on the air.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Hi, David. So I had a question. I have two questions, in fact. I wanted to know whether you'd be interested in interviewing someone from or reaching out to the Sunrise Movement. Do you know about the Sunrise Movement?
I'm familiar with I remember the name of the organization. Are they sort of a like releasing public records and documents about things type group?
Not really. They're like an organized movement made up of young individuals like me who who do activism for mostly environmental causes.
Okay.
So they have plenty of chapters like all around the United States, and their main goal is to spread like the basis of the Green New Deal to not just in a national wide sense, but also like in their local chapters, see what they can do to bring Green New Deal proposals to local
local areas. That it sounds like great work. As an interview on the show, it would be what we call a dud. Unfortunately, those types of interviews don't do well. They'll get 2,000 views and people will write to me and say, David, that really was not a good interview for the show. So I love what you're describing that the organization is doing. I'm not going to, kind of blow smoke, though. It's probably not an interview for this particular show.
That's okay. I understand. I was just thinking like, there's plenty of people out there, young people like me who want to do something about climate change,
Yeah.
and they don't know exactly where to go. And maybe an interview with a representative or someone of that rapport could bring light to that. Maybe they can go somewhere that they can make some change. But that's okay. I understand fully. If it's your show, you do what's best for you.
Good.
My second question is not as serious. So given that you're a native from Argentina, am I correct in that assessment?
That's an absolutely correct assessment. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I wanted to know what your opinion is on a famous popular band, Soda Stereo.
Love them.
Love them?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite record that you would recommend as a beginner, or
no, I don't. I'm not familiar enough with the discography to be able to recommend specific records. But no, right before the pandemic, I went to a Soda Stereo cover band, and great band of many great Argentinian bands.
All right, perfect. I was just curious about that. Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Very much appreciate the call. Very nice guy. Great to hear from people. One of our sponsors is Magic Spoon breakfast cereal, sweet and tasty like the cereals I loved as a kid, but without the sugar or the carbs. Every serving of Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar, only 4 net carbs, 140 calories, and packed with 13 grams of protein. Perfect if you're doing keto, perfect if you're doing low carb, great if you're just trying to reduce your excess sugar intake, and because it's packed with protein, it's great before or after a workout. Magic Spoon flavors include cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, and cinnamon. They're bringing back cookies and cream. They're bringing back maple waffle. You can build your own variety box and try them all. Magic Spoon is so confident in the product, if you don't love it as much as I do, they will refund your money, no questions asked. Go to magicspoon.com/Pacman. The link is underneath this video, and you'll get $5 off when you use the promo code Pacman at checkout.